Yeah, my favorite food is mendoan.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't love mendoan, right?
Yeah. So like rather than working in established rules and regulations, I wanted to challenge to build the all the structures and organization and then make the business. I also had the connection with this city. This the first time I come to this city was 10 years ago when every meeting we will be ready before 5 minutes. And I also have experience working in Jakarta in Japanese company, and I go to the client meeting, client building, and then I have to be estimate how long the traffic jam will be this time.
Because traffic is crazy there.
If it's difficult to make it, I think it's better to come like 1 hour earlier, and then you have time like at the cafe, something like that. So of course, if it's late, sometimes it's late, we will of course apologize very deeply. Will happen. But you have like a 5 times praying, or like a Sunday miss for the Christian, something like that. But your daily life really connected with the religion. I think it's the biggest difference.
Okay.
My favorite one is create your opportunity by yourself and then grows through them.
Oh, that's. Nongkrong sana, nongkrong sini, nongkrong di Urbanlyfe. Hi everyone, back in the Urbanlyfe Podcast. And by the time you hear this, you might already notice a little difference than our previous Urbanlyfe. And yup, it's because in today's episode, we'll be using English because we have a very special guest speaker. But before we get to know more about him and before we jump into our discussion, let me introduce myself. I'm Afifa as your host for today's episode. And in today's episode, we'll be discussing about building a career in the IT and digital services industry. And of course, there is not only me because as I mentioned before, we have a very special guest speaker and he is Mr. Yuki Fuji from Japan. Good morning, Fuji-san.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Okay, and maybe how is Purwokerto so far?
Actually, this is not my first time coming here in Purwokerto. It's been great. I'm still exploring a lot of places.
Oh, I see.
Around here, yeah.
Did you try any food here? I mean, like any traditional food here?
My favorite food is mendoan.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't love mendoan, right?
Yeah. And some places soto.
I see. I love that you're spending your time in Purwokerto, and I love that you love spending your time here. And by the way, I heard that you're friends with Arai-san.
Yes.
Because we also have do a previous podcast with Arai-san here in this exact place. So I hope you're enjoying your time also.
Right. Thank you.
Okay, I think enough with the chit chats. Now let's deep dive into our discussion, which is building a career in the IT and digital services industry. All right, Fuji-san, the first question is, what motivated you to join the company in the IT and service industry?
Okay, thank you. Well, basically, I wasn't particularly interested in IT or like digital services, but what makes me more attracted was the environment of startup.
I see.
So like rather than working in established rules and regulations, I wanted to challenge to build the all the structures and organization and then make the business, going well, something like that.
I see.
That's the first motivation.
Oh, that's nice. All right, and then maybe let's jump into our next question. What were the biggest challenges that you faced after joining the company, especially in the early stages?
As I said before, the startup for the beginning, especially, is there's no rules.
I see.
Even though I wanted to challenge to build that, having no rules brings a lot of problems or the struggles. So that these things, made me very struggle because I have to every day. Every problem happens, and then need to think about it, consider, and then take a time a lot of, happening problems, something like that.
So you really push your problem-solving skill in the startup industry.
Right.
I see. Because I heard that startup is different than a company in general. So maybe you face a little more challenges than usual. All right, and then next question is, what motivated your company to expand its operation to Indonesia, especially in Purwokerto, and maybe what did you see from the potential itself in the Indonesian market?
Okay. So I believe everything is connected by faith. For example, the first reason to start from Purwokerto is our director, Mr. Arvin, is Purwokerto is his hometown, and he wanted to contribute to the city.
His hometown,
And also me, I also had the connection with this city. The first time I come to this city was 10 years ago when
that was a long time ago.
When I was a student. Actually, I did the voluntary service here in Musu.
Wow.
And some other high schools.
I see.
And of course, there's a lot of potentials, like population increasing, and then so many schools, so students keep coming. And like this, buildings, like knowledge and investments is coming. There's a big potential, not only Jakarta.
Because I also heard from a lot of people that Purwokerto is soon becoming a city like Yogyakarta or Jakarta, because there are many universities here. So there are a lot of students from the other town, the other city coming here. And as you can see, maybe now Purwokerto feel more crowded, right, than usual.
I think so,
All right, now let's jump into our next question. What are the main cultural or business differences that you've encountered between Japan and Indonesia, especially in terms of work ethic and maybe communication styles?
Okay, it's a very good question, and I believe there's a lot of differences. But I think I can show you 2 points. So first is like a sense of time. In Japan, as you might imagine, like the time punctuality is the most important. For example, every meeting we will be ready before 5 minutes. And I also have experience working in Jakarta, in Japanese company. And I go to the client meeting, client building, and then I have to estimate how long the traffic jam will be at this time.
Because traffic is crazy there.
If it's difficult to make it, I think it's better to come like 1 hour earlier, and then you have time like at the cafe, something like that. So of course, if it's late, sometimes it's late, we will of course apologize very deeply. Will happen, something like that. And another one, the second one, is the way of communication is very different. I would say Indonesian way of communication is very indirect.
I see.
Not dialect, So sometimes it causes some miscommunication, misunderstandings.
I see.
So we also always need to get the point of what you want to say.
Right.
I would say the Japanese way of communication is still indirect compared to other Western
countries.
Countries. But still, that's the 2 points, the main big differences, I guess.
I see. And maybe for the first point, I get you so much, because here, especially being an Indonesian myself, I always feel like in Japan, time is money, right? And then here, even though I try to be like on time, but maybe for the other, they usually don't really pay attention to the time itself. So like it's kind of unfortunate that we have to wait and like not having the exact time from the announcement or for the meeting, something like that. So yeah, it's really unfortunate, but we I mean like that's not all of us that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and for the second point, I feel like we as Indonesians, we usually, I think most of us are gak enakan. I don't know how to say it in English, but usually that is the reason why we usually communicate indirectly, because especially in Western countries, they are very, very direct in communicating their feelings. But you know, in Indonesia, as Indonesian and especially as Southeast Asian, we got scared easily that maybe our talking partner, our speaking partner will get mad of it or will not understand what we're saying, something like that. So yeah, we usually do it indirectly.
Yeah. We understand the point. And then also, always, you know, we try to get the point. Try my best to not to injure your, you know, feeling or something like that. But we still need to get the point in order to go next to the fourth.
I see. And maybe the previous question is about like the difference in the business itself, right? Maybe I want to ask an additional question. What about the culture itself?
Culture?
Yeah. Do you get culture shock or something like that?
Culture shock. Well, as I said before, I already got used to the Indonesian culture. So I don't really have the culture shock already. But some of my friends, Japanese friends who come to Jakarta or wherever to work or to live, the first culture shock is, I think, it's the religion. Because in Japan it's not really common to not everyone, but most of the people don't really like pray every weekend or every day, something like that. But you have like a 5 times praying or like a Sunday miss for the Christian something like that. But your daily life really connected with the religion. I think it's the biggest difference.
Okay, all right, I see that. And now let's jump into our next question. Many students are interested in startups and technology. So what key skills are most essential for entering this industry?
Okay. I think it can be said for all of the startup or the small companies. I think there are 3 points. So one is commitment. The second is how do you say, perseverance. Yeah, kesabaran.
Yeah.
Kesabaran. Okay. And then the third is the honesty. Okay. So first, commitment. So people who commit fully, like by giving their time and energy more than anyone else, so that you can achieve the goal or get the result. And for the second one, the perseverance. So yeah, in startup environment, we don't really have the much resources. Like us, the big companies, we don't have nice laptop monitor sometimes, or the tools, technology. We cannot really invest sometimes in the early stages, especially. But those who choose to,
enter the
industry, and then whatever the struggle comes to you, but you still, keep it up, then you can grow up yourself.
I see.
That. Yeah. And honesty, it's like sometimes for maybe in the early age, like fresh graduates or like students wants to start working, you will get a lot of feedback. From the senior, from the boss, from the clients. it's most important is to accept the feedback first. And then if you have opinion, yes, it's open to discuss. But
I see.
first to understand what they want to say, and then bring it to your skills and knowledge. That's the most important thing.
Okay, I see. Maybe because we discussed about it before that startup and companies and big companies are different, and maybe like in startup we have to maximize our resource to gain like a maximum profits or something like that. So and let's jump into our next question. All right, so how do you build a strong and cohesive team in the tech world, especially when hiring fresh graduates?
Okay, so this may sound a bit strict, but I believe that the most startups company simply does not have enough time to train slowly for fresh graduates or whatever who hasn't experienced yet. That's why it's very important for fresh graduates to have a mindset of proactively learning.
I see.
And gain experience and skill on your own, and then learn by experience. This mindset is the first of all. It's most important, I guess. And also in our company, we just started implementing the evaluation system, and then give the feedback. So like every quarter, we have the evaluation to look back your performance and also know the struggles and achievement, so that you can know where you are now and then what next level to go to the next level, what you have to do, what you need to achieve, so that for the next quarter, after the next quarter, you can be the next level, something like that. So
I see.
Periodically, like we can have the time to look back your performance,
so that we could do better in the future. All right. And then, does the company that you work in offer internship opportunities or collaboration maybe with students and universities?
Yes, actually, in a different faculty, we just had made the MOU agreement for accepting the internship, and if there is any
internship opportunities and other opportunities,
if anyone wants to try, then we are open to discuss always, and there's a lot of things we want everyone to support.
Right.
Open to discussion.
All right. I mean, like from what faculty that the MOU?
I think it's accounting. So I'm not really.
So it's still in the economics faculty.
I think so. We had in a different building.
Yeah. All right then. Now, maybe this is unfortunately our last question. What advice or message would you like to share with students who aspire to become tech entrepreneurs?
Right. So I have my favorite quote I can introduce, and then I can close this question. So my favorite one is, create your opportunity by yourself and then grows through them.
That's a nice one.
I really believe that I try my best to implement this. Technically I have no background IT, but now I'm in this industry, and then I believe that I create this opportunity, and then I'm learn a lot of things. And by experiencing,
just like you said before, learning through experience.
And then the chance that you will come in front of you maybe only once, you know what I mean? So the chance might not come again.
That's right.
I think it's most important is to grab the chance and then make it, make it right, something like
I
that.
see.
Yeah.
All right, so create your opportunity and then grow through them. That is a really nice one. All right, that was such a meaningful and insightful discussion with you, Fuji-san. But unfortunately, this will be the end of our session today. I'm so glad to host this very special episode along with a smart and experienced speaker such as Fuji-san himself. So, and I honestly feel like we haven't had enough discussion.
Yes.
So, and we won't feel enough either. But hopefully we can meet again in another agenda in the future, maybe
Sure,
another
of
Urbanlyfe
course.
podcast.
Anytime.
With Arai-san also,
Okay.
maybe.
Yeah.
And for Youthvestors out there, hopefully you guys can take something beneficial from our discussion today. And thank you so much for watching our podcast. I personally would like to apologize if during hosting this session, I accidentally make any form of mistakes. Last but not least, I'm Afifa and our guest speaker, Fuji-san.
Okay, yes. Fuji, yes. Sorry.
Let's meet again on another occasion and bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Fuji-san.
Thank you.